How's it going, everyone? Data here, and welcome back to our live franchise mode series with the Boston Bruins on NHL 26. Our Big Bad Bruins series continuing on after a crazy miss last season. Coming off of a Stanley Cup final, we followed that up by missing the playoffs in year number 5. And now moving into year number 6, we'll have to think about what direction are we going in. Are we saying, okay, we'll chalk it up as a Stanley Cup final hangover, or are we making big, serious changes? That's what we'll talk about tonight, so welcome. We'll start welcoming everybody in. So around that 3-minute mark, if you're watching after you've already gone live, we'll get started. But until then, we'll start welcoming everyone in on this lovely Friday evening here on the channel. Bruins Hockey. Yorkie, welcome to the stream, my friend. 2030 off-season for episode number 13 of our series with the Bruins. And some questions to answer for sure, some comments left by the AGMs in the last one, and some money to spend in free agency hopefully as well. So we'll just do all those things on my side. Doggy, good evening. Okay, that's that. Cagney, welcome to the stream. A few of our channel members checking in. We'll get started at the 3-minute mark as I just take care of a couple of the YouTube side. Things on the YouTube side, share some links, put it in the right spot. Streaming from the console always takes an extra couple minutes. Okay. 2030 off season. Ready to go. Tweet is there. Discord server has the bot going. Thank you, bot. Welcome to all 6 of you on board. Yes. All right. Maybe I'll put out in the standings as well. Maybe not the standings. Maybe the pending free agents, just for fun. Pending free agents. Looking at potential UFAs. Wyatt Johnson, we've been talking about him. You know what? You know what I just forgot? My dad wanted me to record something. Hold on the TV. Give me a sec here. Let me take care of this. Let me just do that. The stream shouldn't be affected. Good. Got to record something on the TV before I start on the stream, or else I'm going to be in trouble. Even though I don't live with him anymore. He told me I had to watch something. Where is that channel? At 8 o'clock. So we'll get started in just a moment. I'm not sure. Is this it? Ah, there it is. Yeah, I better record. I don't want to get in trouble here. It's not CBC. It's CBC Montreal. Yeah, CBC Montreal. Yeah, it's a show all about, not a show, it's Marketplace, and it's an episode all about telecom companies, and we've been going crazy about them recently. So we wanted me to watch the episode so we could talk about it. All right, recording. Is that recording? Yes, I want to record, so record. Thank you. All right, done. All right, we're ready to keep on going now. I would have been in big trouble. Maybe not trouble, but wouldn't have been able to talk about it at supper. And whoa! As the stream starts, His Royal Highness King Turby comes in here with a 250. King Turby, what are you doing? I think that was he wanted to help cover the immigration costs for my wife. I think that's what he had said. Oh my goodness, King Turby. I don't know what to say. We got to do as much as we can. Bow down to the king. Whatever he says this offseason happens. Whatever he says this offseason has to happen. He's trying to help out. I think it's not just a normal donations. He's trying to help out with the crazy costs associated with my wife's immigration. That's about a third of it. It's and then there's more to come. But that is a ginormous help for us being on one salary. King Turby, you don't know how much that means. I keep saying thank you, we love you, King Turby, bow down, thank you, my friend, I appreciate it, blah, blah, blah. I say all these things, but it really means so very much. Wow, let's get started with some fun after a donation like that to start this stream. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2030 offseason here with the Boston Bruins, our Big Bad Bruins franchise mode series, episode number 13 rolling on. In the last one, we missed the postseason as year 1, round 2 exit. Year 2, missed the playoffs. Year 3, round 2 exit. Year 4, Stanley Cup final loss. And then year 5, despite winning as many games, we won 45 games last year and made the Stanley Cup final. This year we won one less game, 44 games, and we missed the playoffs. So it was a very strong season around the league. We have to admit that as well. Caught up in the last stream last night. I think Data's emotion chip may have been malfunctioning. Yes. Even y'all and King Turby especially. Hope you're all enjoying this wonderful spring evening. Didn't feel like it today. Snowing here. But, there, sorry. Just got it. Okay. But that was the season, yeah. Meanwhile, 40-win Flames make it. 41-win Hurricanes. I digress. Too many losses. Too many losses. The season was strong point production-wise from a few of these guys. Pastrnak, 103 points, 52 goals. Matty Beniers, point per game plus. Sveshnikov had a good season. Dorofeyev, we picked him up, and he did okay. 30 points in 49 games. What kind of a pace is that? What kind of a pace is that here? 82, 49 times 30. That's a 50-point pace from Pavel Dorofeyev. We would have wanted a bit more from the 5-star shooter. Anyways, Voronkov 53. We weren't super impressed with Voronkov either. Vikingstad, that was a tough one. Vikingstad, who took a big step last year to 60 points, regresses to 47 points, shooting at 6.3%. Ice time was similar. Just wasn't great. It wasn't a great year for Vikingstad. McAvoy being injured did not help us either. 46 points in 53 games. Lindholm getting older, Mambert, Iginla, Lakovic. There was some good production. Riker Evans being injured also didn't help. Rosen came out a little bit. Middleton was injured. There was a bunch of injuries. And goaltending, Michael DiPietro had to take over. The 79 overall goaltender had to take over, as 87 overall Gavin Osgood was falling apart. So we had to do that. Both had okay numbers in the end, hovering close to 3 goals against average. I don't know. Anyways, let's look at some of the AGM thoughts left in the last one before we get into the offseason plan. We have the draft, we have free agency. Landed about 30 minutes ago, says King Turby. Enough time to get home, nap, and go to Virginia. Pfft. This guy's living a whole life in the time that we eat our lunch. All right, in the last one, thoughts, 3 comments left. Starting with Smelly Wrestling Geek, one of our channel members, who said, I'd chalk this season up to being a Stanley Cup hangover. I wouldn't make any drastic changes until we see how the next season progresses, and if the team is still struggling at the deadline, tear it down and start a rebuild. Another thought comes from DRK, who says, one of our channel members as well, another great video, David Edstrom on the Preds could be a solid long-term third liner. He always sims well for me and usually hovers at an 85 overall. He fits the big bad Bruins perfect. He's pretty big and a killer on defense. So David Edstrom could be an idea for us if we go to the player search. I gotta check the awards as well. We didn't see it last episode. If we look at David Edstrom, he is on the Predators, and he's an 80 overall. Only an 80 at 25 years old, so he hasn't grown well. Negative 35 this past season, but he does have the 4-star defense. That wouldn't be a bad 4th-line option, maybe. Cagney says maybe we can move Vikingstad to the first-line wings this offseason, like Turby suggested previously. Yeah, that's an idea, too, than just who becomes our centerman. Let's look at the forwards again before we look at Cheating Heels comment. Looking at the contracts, looking at our forwards. So, forward-wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... If that's our top 6, Vikingstad and Beniers are still the 2 centermen. If we make the first line now Vikingstad, Beniers, and Pastrnak, that makes our second line Dorofeyev, Playmaker, Sveshnikov. We'd have to trade Voronkov. Third line, Lakovic, I'm not sure who else. Our bottom 6 is a mix of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm not so convinced that Brazeau, Kolesar, Lakovic, Lindholm, Minton, and Rosayan is the bottom 6 for us. Also in the system, we have Gaucher, who's probably gone. We do have Novotny. We do have Emelin. We have Hordichuk. We have Preston. Players who will likely be growing over the offseason. Preston might be our third-line center even for the start of next season. And then looking at things defensively, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Middleton out. Crevier maybe up, or we spend that extra money in free agency. Or in the system, not really anything growing in the system. And goaltending, I think, will just continue Osgood and DiPietro, honestly. We do have Gidloff in the system. He wasn't good. We traded for him and it didn't work out. But Michael DiPietro, I don't know. How much would he want to stay? He wants $1.35 million. That's pretty... Yeah, I forgot we paid Milton $10 million. DiPietro right now might not be a bad idea to send it to him right now. 2 years at 1.2 and Michael DiPietro. Yeah, we'll send that right now. That'll bring us down to $15 million in cap space. With that $15 million. Now, Middleton, I'm scared of regression. Now 34, 83. And also, he wants 5.5. I don't think we have that money. Mighty Joe, oh, Bello. Get me through this Friday evening, Bello. Need my dose of data. Here it is for you, Mighty Joe. Let's get through it. Middleton does have great defense. It's true. It's going to come down to what money we really have available. Because right now, we don't really have it. $5 million, that brings down to $10 million. We want to make a big splash in free agency. But if money is moving out, we could consider it. I'm going to wait till after the draft until we talk about Middleton. Anyways, let's see what the thoughts from Cheating Heel were. Cheating Heel said, draft-wise, it sounds like we're going to have to take a lot of shots in the dark. Yes, sadly. Best bet, probably a trade back. How come St. Louis went crazy on Newhook yesterday? But no, I didn't see that, actually. Yorkie. So maybe we trade back in the draft because it's hard to see what's there in the first round. Trading back and try to get one of the low elite guys in the second round. And then trade up with our second at the two. Sorry. Our best bet is probably to trade down with our first and then trade up with our second. Gotcha. Yeah. One of them is NHL ready, and the other one is 1 year away, which concerns me as we never had any luck growing from them. But value-wise, it's probably the right move to do instead of random guys and getting top nines. Anyways, as far as the team goes, we did have a good season, all things considered, and we're victim of a strong division. I think that if we keep Sheldon Keefe, our head coach, having another run of getting our players to fit his scheme might help. Or if there's a better coach available, maybe we downgrade Keefe to an associate position. I wouldn't outright fire him as he did turn things around, but we still need to account for the last-minute collapses at the end of the season there. Lineup-wise, I think our biggest decision is what we do with the Viking. I do not think we should trade him, but his so-so production compared to his high overall is concerning. He could have been the difference between making the playoffs and missing. I believe our biggest decision is, do we put him as third-line center and get a proven top six center, or do we trust him to turn things around? If we want a better proven top six center, we could go after Wyatt Johnston, but that would require using our first pick to get his rights at the draft. He's not on the block, so I expect Dallas to extend him. He most likely won't drop to UFA. If we do trust Vikings as a top two centerman, I think we should try him on line one with Pasta and Svesh on his wings. Beniers has been a very good first-line center, but I think he would be good on the second with Voronkov and Dorofeyev. Either way, unless we demote Voronkov to the third line and find an upgrade points-wise, looks like we're set on the wings in the top six. So Voronkov's still a question in my mind. We can probably move on from Elias Lindholm to open a spot in the bottom six for one of our prospects, although this would mean having pretty much only Lakovic, who's an unproven commodity, as a top six replacement for an injury or bad performance. This is quite risky. So that's not bad because I think we want a better bottom six option. Well, I think we want a better bottom six option because Lindholm even is now an 81 overall. I'm sure we'll regress further. Turby says, what could Viking get you in a trade? We could check that out as well. So, off-season decisions now. Cheating Heel, resume. Point number one, do we see Viking as third-line center and get a better top six center, or do we try him as first-line center and hope his production jumps? Number two, do we ship Lindholm out, and if so, do we demote Voronkov to the third line and get a higher producer for the top six? Number three, do we keep Keefe as head coach or demote him to associate due to the late collapse? Number four, do we trust our prospects defensively and open a couple of spots for them, or keep them in the AHL? And number five, do we get the two low elite guys in the mid-20s, even though their NHL readiness could mean no growth, or just do the throwing darts in the dark? Some of those aren't going to be easy decisions. Wow, thank you, Cheating Heel. A lot of things to munch on there moving into the postseason. One last look, just want to see the pending free agents. We probably should try to get someone who's strong on the dot, like Sveshkov, to replace Lindholm. It depends on, is Vikingstad going third-line center or not? So again, looking at potential UFA forwards, if we're looking at a guy who would play center in the top six, Wyatt Johnston's the obvious one. We'd probably have to trade for him, though. Anton Lundell stands out as well. He's a great defensive centerman. Yeah, 90 defensive awareness. I would love to get Anton Lundell. He would be kind of my top guy out there if we're going for a second-line center as an 87 overall. But again, is Vikingstad going on the wing? Is going to the third-line center? Are we trading Vikingstad? Are we trading Voronkov? There's other good options out here as well. Lundell would be awesome. Eli Tolvanen, of course. Tolvanen could be a good fit on that third-line right wing. A hard-hitting Data 782 Hall of Famer. Tolvanen could be an idea. Is he tradable to us? No, 14. I guess that's probably okay. So, looking at the forwards, Holloway could be a better Voronkov. Maybe. Voronkov is making $6.35 million. He's an 88 overall. 5-star physical, 4.5-star shooting. Voronkov's not bad. He just hasn't been a massive producer. 50-plus points is still good. but we were hoping for more. 25 goals, 53 points. Like, this is what he does. We shouldn't be too shocked that this is what he does. But do we want someone who does more? That is the question. And then that bottom 6, Kolesar's up to an 83. I'm not convinced by Kolesar. He was in the AHL this past season even. He was an AHLer for us. 28 points in 58 games. Keegan Kolesar, he's had some clutch goals. But I haven't been, like, that was back in 25-26. You know? I don't know if I'm super convinced by Keegan Kolesar. But he's an 83 overall, making $1.75 million. Depends, because if the Panthers are saying, what about Doggy? If the Panthers are moving Lundell, then they want Doggy in their top 6. Zyke, welcome to stream, buddy. Lindholm could be moved. Is it his last year at 7.75? Yeah. I wouldn't mind keeping him as a veteran in that bottom 6 if we can afford to. He'd be a good third-line center for us, probably. Top-line potential might not drop. Then even Preston wants to come in. We could always trade him on July 1st if necessary. But let's get into the draft now and start seeing where things go. Shell out for Ernie. I'd gut us. It would gut us, yes. I don't think it's even possible. So if we go find trade and say on Vikingstad, just for fun, what would be out there? One trade for Jacob Chychrun in Washington, which I don't think would make a ton of sense for us. Yeah, Chychrun in Washington is the deal that they say. Yeah, I don't think that's the deal for us. Okay, Voronkov. I'm curious about Voronkov as well. For Voronkov, no trades found, really. No trades. No one in the entire NHL wants him. Really, is that so? Emelin could be an NHLer next year. Valerie Emelin, good two-way forward. This is tough. But we can always trade them in on July. Yes, on July 1st. Doesn't have to be right now. Suvanto could be a trade piece. Hordichek's close to making it. Tough, 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 tough. So our first pick comes at 16. No picks are available before then. So let's start simming towards 16. Do we need to upgrade on penalty killers given how poor it was last season? Yeah, that's a possibility. We had our best ever goals for, but a bad goals against and a sub 80% penalty kill. So I agree with you there. We would want somebody better offensively than Vikingstad? Yeah, but Vikingstad's not bad. It's just he had a bad season. I don't think we're looking to shop him necessarily. Is there an option where we swap someone for Johnston's rights plus? Yeah, let's take a look. It's not that I'm saying goodbye, but I want to start swimming towards my picks just so we have the control of the clock. But as long as we do something under 3 minutes, it wouldn't be a bad idea. So, Wyatt Johnston. Yeah, Wyatt Johnston, it wouldn't cost a lot to get his rights, I don't think. But the Stars do have money, and they're buyers. Let me see their forward. What's up? Actually, sorry, their whole team. What's up with their contracts here? Sorry, if I sort by overall, who needs a contract? He needs to give a contract to Bohm. Lindell will probably walk. Zucker, Vachel. Yeah, offense was quite good. It was inconsistency in goal and abysmal penalty kill that killed the team. Yeah. The Stars have the money. I don't know if it's realistic to say that he'll drop. They have a ton of money. Goalies. Yeah. I don't think I see the Stars trading Wyatt Johnston. I don't think we can do it. They have a lot of cap space and they're buyers. Oliwa. Target Kent Johnston. Let's see in this universe. You always have a lot of targets for us, Yorkie. Kent Johnson, 88 overall. 62 points. Playmaker, 3.5-star physical. Not the greatest centerman. Wee. Big, no, it won't happen. Big 7 by 11.8 about to kick in on a no-move clause. No, not possible. All right, anyways, let's see Florida as well. And, oh, hold on. Mighty Joe with the mighty 30. Mighty Joe. 30 reasons we're going to have a good draft. Much love, Bello. Bello, 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 Bello. Look at that. Thank you to one of our channel members, Mighty Joe Maple. So I didn't say it before, but just, of course, throwing it out there. Actually, no, because Turby gets whatever he wants. But Mighty Joe, through PayPal, I think that's 5 or 6 entries doubled, so that's 10 or 12 entries for you into... Got a hunch this draft will be ours. Love to hear that. Let me go ahead and just add those entries for you, Mighty Joe. As Islanders about to make their pick. Let's call it 12. 6 times 2 is 12, plus your other ones now are up to 20. Okay. Done. All right. Entries increase? Yes, they did, because they're doubled. I think 30... Am I mistaken in saying that it's... Is it 20? No, I think 20 is 4. And then doubled would be 8 through PayPal. I think it's 5. But because we're in a great mood tonight, we're going to call it 6 and double it for 12. All right, first 3 picks go there. What if we go to see Florida and talk about Lundell? Florida has cap space. They're conservative buyers. Yeah, they have Doggy if they want to play at center. And then they have Kachuk about have a big extension kicking in. Barkov, big extension kicking in. I don't remember the tiers they should... Yeah, they are written down in the Discord server. They are written down somewhere in a private channel, I think. Who else? Lundell's expiring. He was making 4.77 million. What? Seth Jones is expiring, but has an extension. Yeah, so their money might be tied up. They want to trade Monahan. Yeah, they want to get Monahan off the books. I would trade for him if he didn't have that value. So if we say Lundell... Now, let's not go crazy. If we're acquiring him... Yes, this is the series. We'll show you Joe King's stats right after this. If we're acquiring Anton Lundell, what are we committing to? Are we committing to a first line of Pasternak... no. A first line of Vikingstad, Beniers, and Pasternak, and a second line of Sveshnikov, Dorofeev, and Lundell? Is Lundell good enough of a playmaker? 88 passing, 40 assists this past season. But historically, is he a good enough playmaker to go on that second line? And then Voronkov will then get bumped to the third line. And the third line then becomes Lakovic on the right side or something like that. Voronkov on the left, and your third line center might be Preston. Would it be a bad thing to have Voronkov on that second line? We do need to be better, a bit better defensively. Vikingstad 2.5-star defense. I think we would really go a long way to get that defensive centerman. I think it would. Let's advance to our picks so we can control the clock a little bit. We'll sim to pick 16 and take a timeout. So medium elite goes there, McNaughton. If Viking goes to the wing, we need to get a top 6 center. Is that more of a playmaker, or could it be Lundell? Who else did we see available? Josh Norris, Shane Pinto. I think it's Johnson or Lundell. And because... Hey, Ronnie, welcome to the stream. One of our channel members, Ronnie Hood, checking in. And because I don't see Dallas trading Johnston, it then becomes Lundell. I like Lundell. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but it could be. It could be the guy. So Lundell wouldn't cost us a lot. Lundell for a 4th. Doro should go third line instead of Voronkov. I'm down for that too, Gen Z. I'm down for that too. Lundell's something well offensively, so it could be a good second line center option. Gave you like, hey, thank you, Ronnie. Follow his example. Give it a like, everybody. For the draft, we need some good luck here. 4th round pick for Anton Lundell. No, that's okay. I think that's fair to say a 3rd. I think it's fair to say a 3rd for Anton Lundell. I wouldn't want to go much more than that, though. I think a 3rd is fair. Thank you. Trade accepted. That's fair. Appreciate it. Anton Lundell's rights now here in Boston. Thank you, Florida. Now, do we want to make this pick at 16, or are we trading back? I think you could even flex Lundell into first-line center if the lines need a shake-up. True. Yeah, fair enough as well, Jones. So we go after these 2 low-elite defensemen, Vladimir Goldobin and Dante Drake. Goldobin has way better attributes than Dante Drake, but Drake has the X factor. If we trade down, maybe just even to 20. I mean, Dallas wants to trade their pick. I would love to get made some sort of deal where Johnson comes back. I don't think they'll give us much. But if we trade down from 16 to 19, it would just be like a 6th round pick or something, right? Not even. A 6th? Okay, great. A 6th. So, add a 6th in here. Dallas takes a medium top 6 forward. And then a medium elite goes there. Gomez. Ugh, medium elite Gomez. Fred Gomez. If only we had known. And then now... I want to trade some of these late picks later on. So use those excess picks. Like, let's trade 6th, 5th, 5th for a 4th next year type of thing, right? But hang on. Let's make sure we don't want to use those picks. All right, so with the 19th overall pick, we trade down, get another 6th. And actually, we could have gone even a little bit more, probably. The guy ranked at 19th is still here, but Goldobin will be our guy. Dallas gambled with the trade. With the 19th overall selection in the 2030 NHL entry draft, the Boston Bruins are proud to select from the KHL, Vladimir Goldobin. Welcome to Boston, Bello. You are 77 overall low elite. I like that. I would prefer a 77 low elite than like an 80 medium top 4. There's some potential for growth here. We'll see. Vladimir Goldobin, welcome aboard. Already 3-star defense, 3-star shooting, 3.5-star skating. Let's see what the other guy was. Gamble was made for Vegas. Low elite goes next. Demers. Garlock. McClellan, medium top 6. Lefebvre, medium top 6D. Some tough picks going now. Klubertans. He's still here, this guy? Pick 26. Drake is still out here, ranked 24th. He should go here to Philadelphia. Dante Drake, yeah, 74 low elite. Yeah, I prefer Goldobin. Not by that much, but yes, I prefer Goldobin for sure. All right, pick 61 will be next for us. Anyone that we're interested in between now and 61? Probably not so much. Medium top 6, Rickard Vatanen. 3 years away. 6'2", 17-year-old sniper. A couple of 3-bar elites here. Dante Drake, what a name. Maurice Fisset. 4 years away, similar to Braden Holtby. Usually when they're similar to Holtby, it means good things. Could be medium elite. Fisset could be medium elite. Who do we have in our system goalie-wise? Fisset. Goalies. A couple medium starter. We have one medium elite, 68 at 22. Yeah, we could go after Fisset. Away, Maurice. Patin Maurice. Maurice Fisset, 45. So if we go to, let's see, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, let's say 41 with the Devils. If we take 41, we'll give you 65, a 5th and a 6th. Maybe just the 6th from Dallas. A 3rd and a 6th? No. 3rd and a 5th for a 2nd isn't sufficient at all. Okay. Let's do the 5th and the 6th then. 3rd, 5th, 6th, and take back a 7th. Got to play those swindling games. Take back a 7th. No, just a touch. All right, 5th and a 6th. Thank you very much, New Jersey. Sim to pick 41. Yeah, Vatanen was medium top 6, 62 overall. All right, and with our pick, we will go take Maurice Fisset, 3-bar medium elite, so he should be at least medium starter. It's a bit of a gamble, but similar to Braden Holtby, usually, in my experience, means medium elite. Cross your fingers for Maurice. Away, Maurice! Medium elite, 58 overall. Let's go. Maurice Fisset. That's a big pick for us for the future. 58 medium elite at 18. Ginormous. Love that. Huge. Huge. Next pick comes at... Let's go to 61. I think 61 is a good spot. I didn't see anyone really between Fisset and there. So let's see. 3-bar medium starter. No. 3-bar low top 6. 2-bar low elite. 2-bar medium elite Walsh. Adam Walsh. 5 years away. No guarantee there. 3-bar medium top 4D. Dale Thorne. 3 years away. Yeah, maybe Dale Thorne's the guy. Or Earl Jones. Easton Jones. Also 3 years away at 17. 3 years away at 17 versus 3 at 18. Colbert. No. 2-bar low top 9. Absolutely not. I don't care if he's a gem. 2-bar low top 9, I'm not doing it. Maybe I'll eat my words. Guaranteed low top 4, Justin Arnott. Also 3 years away, 6'5" defensive defenseman. All these guys. Colton Stamkos, 3 years away, 6'3" defensive defenseman. Low top 6, Marcus Nylander. 3 years away. But we pick again. We don't need to... Wait, do we? Where's our next pick? Next pick after 61. Ooh, it's 112. Maybe we trade back into the third round. Trade back into the third round, maybe. Maybe like 15 picks at least. Yeah. Thorn is a 17-year-old. Let's trade into the third round. Let's trade to the Devils again. Why not? The Devils have 1,000,000 picks. Oh, call time? Thank you. Minute and a half? Yeah. Thank you. Welcome, everyone, to the 2030 off-season. All 18 people watching. Hope you're having a lovely Friday evening. 73rd overall. Let's try that. At 73, so I'll give you 61. You give me 73. And what can I get? Can I take one of my fifths back? Can I do that? No, swing it just a touch. All right, so 144 was no good. How about 169? 169, just a touch. Okay. 179. Trade accepted. Thank you. And the Devils take medium top 9 forward. All right, pick 73. We're going to definitely pick here. Let's see who went. Thorn actually was medium top 6. Dale Thorn was medium top 6. All right. Low top 6. Medium elite Walsh. Cost admission to the stream is a go. That was already paid. That was already paid before, right? Don't tell me you're sending more. You sent it at the beginning. It was received. Low top 6. I hope you heard how thankful. Go with all the stuff to pay with immigration right now. Thank you so much. Easton Jones. We said defensive defenseman. Could just be medium top 6 as well. Medium top 6D, just like Thorn. Maybe go for the guaranteed low top 4. Or even Nylander, the low top 6 forward. Anyone else we want after that? Reed Ivany. No. You know what? So we're going to take the defenseman. Oh, cost of admission to the stream is a like. Ha! Leave that like if you haven't already for your cost of admission. Thank you. All right, we're going to go Arnott. Let's try it. Justin Arnott, 6'5", low top 4D. Get in here. Big Bad Bruins, 64 overall. 2-star physical out of the gate. Beautiful. Next pick at 112. So let's use our last 2 picks to trade up. That's 9. Let's go to 19. Ish. Dallas has 2 picks here. Hey, Steven! Long time no see. More like a high data, more like a morning here in the middle of Europe. Greetings to everyone on the other side of the Atlantic. Much love to you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for checking in. We hit a pothole and I hit send by accident. Story of my life. All right, here's 129 and 170. A 5th and a 6th. They'll be dancing in the streets. Gift horse in the mouth. A 5th and a 6th for a 3rd. If I try to trade down from 15th to 25th overall, they're going to laugh if I ask for more than a 7th. Okay, so at 83, we'll take that guy Nylander. Nylander, yes. Marcus Nylander, 3 years away, low top 6, nice. 63 overall, power forward, cool. 6'1" left wing center. And last pick at 112 now. Last pick at 112. Cole Yzerman, howdy data, happy Friday. Cole Yzerman signed, will make his debut tomorrow. Let's go, yes. Another Data 782 Hall of Famer making the NHL. Always great news. In Bridgeport. Or is he, oh, his debut's in Bridgeport. I didn't know that. 3-bar medium lead Ivany will be our last guy here. Let's just go for it and see what happens. Reed Ivany is medium top 4. All right, not bad. Reed Ivany, 50 overall though. Half-star everything. 1-star shooting. Huh. All right, so there's the draft, ladies and gentlemen. I like it. Some pretty solid picks. Goldobin at 19. Fisset, the medium league goalie. Arnott, Nylander, Ivany. Only 5 picks, but I like it. I like it a lot. All right, and now we'll also have to think about signing Anton Lundell. And H-Snow, I didn't see that. Cool. DiPietro accepts the extension. Awesome. Okay, good. Now, first coaching staff. So we'll see on July 1st if anyone else is better out there. Oh, sorry, there's the 0. Wonder if Viking can play second line center with wing with Lundell at center. That's a possibility. Banting to stay as AHL goalie coach. Keegan Banting. There you go. And scouts. There you go. All right, leave that like if you haven't already. Let's get back to the postseason in year 6. We gotta. It was a good season, but the division was too strong. We have to answer back next year. Lundell coming in puts the league on notice. We're not going to just roll over or roll it back or whatever, run it back. Our assistant is Holloway, maybe related to Dylan. Maybe that's why Dylan would come in. Perhaps. All right, re-sign phase now. Re-sign phase. Let's see. UFA. So let's see, what does Anton Lundell want? We have 16 million. Lundell, I would guess he's wanting like 9 million, 9.5. Okay, so 6 years at 9.5. Really wants the 6 years. We'll give it to him. Let's see with no clause. Actually, doesn't change much. No clause doesn't change much. How far down could we go? We could bring it down a little bit here. He has very high organizational interest. That's great news. 6 years at 8.15, I think is what I'm thinking. I don't want to insult him and make him upset here. We could add the modified no trade. I don't think it does much, though. No, no clause. Will the Detroit franchise be a live or video? It would be a video. Veneer's on the last year of his deal. We should probably extend him on July 1st. Yes, we would do that. Try 8. I don't want to go too far below that little. He won't get upset. The re-sign phase. Right, but it's that the organizational interest might go lower if he gets upset. Just want to bump. Okay, 8.05. Just want to get over that little tick. 8.05 for 6 years. No clause. Anton Lundell. Let's see what he says. From there, we can decide on everybody else, but let's make some of the easy decisions, I suppose. Low elite. Yeah, let's get the rookies in here. Just get them signed right away. Thus say yes. Medium top 6. Amory Thompson. Seal. 71-19. JC Seal. Curtis McKenzie. Good. Melanson, hard hitter down in the AHL. Yeah. Got to keep him. I can give him 2 years. Accepts right away. Alex Texier, we got to keep Alex Texier, of course. Yeah. Who's asking the highest in free agents? We haven't gone there yet. We're still in the re-sign phase. Surdif, we're going to release. Chibrikov, got him off waivers. 10 points in 14 games in Providence. Roseanne I'd like to keep. Yeah, 0.825. Sign me up. Hunt. Do we keep Hunt? Wants 1 point. He wants to be in the NHL. Tough call there. And Middleton wants how much? 5.2. Very low organizational interest. RFAs. Fraser Minton. Yeah, I got to keep Fraser Minton. Oops, not 8. Really wants that 1 year. 1 year, 1.8 on Fraser Minton. Is Hunt better than Crevier? Maybe, but he's not as big and bad. Nathan Gaucher was making 2.2. He wants 1.825. No, Gaucher is going to walk. I don't want to qualify him for that much either. Johansson will walk as well. Victor Johansson, 4th round pick of the Maple Leafs once upon a time. Yeah, he will walk. Unsigned. Emelin and Hordichuk both probably get signed, but let's just wait to see growth. And goalies. Gidloff. We have Zhamnov and Oliwa in the AHL. Gidloff could maybe be 3rd goalie. Doesn't want much at all. Okay, yeah, we'll sign him. Worst case, we trade him. That's not a bad deal. 16.245 is actually what we have now. Let's advance a day. Minton's on board. Lundell rejects that dollar value. Okay. Hope the organizational interest is still high. Now it's gone down a little bit. Eesh, so that's the problem. Okay, so 8.05. We're going to go up to 8.25. 8.25. 8.25 for 6 years on Anton Lundell. Extra 200K per year. I'm not... Okay, goodbye, Keegan Banting. V. Emelin brings back memories, yes. And still not interesting. I won't resign because the trade protection doesn't meet my needs. The trade protection I'd be getting this. Okay, so... And interest drops even lower? No, okay, good. I didn't know the organization just went... Yes, it could. So 6 years, he wants a full no trade clause. I'm not giving you that. Or if I was, I'd bring it... Do we give him the full no trade clause? And bring it down to 7.8? Or even 7.9 like that. Deferred or reduced? Starts with no trade clause or ends with no trade clause? Yeah, the ask doesn't change in the re-sign phase, but the organizational interest does. So he saves some money getting him at 7.9. 3 years of a no trade. Could always ask him to waive it. Ending with a no clause is better? Yeah. Are we okay with sending this on Lundell? 8 years at 7.9 with this trade protection? If that's the difference between getting him or not getting him, or do we just offer him more money on no clause and pay him 8.5? 8.5 no clause or 7.9 with a clause? You think he'll say no? Tough call. 8.25? No, I think he'll say yes to this. I'm saying, do we want to do it? I think the first 2 years tradable, so we know if we want to keep him. But then we can't trade him at the end of his contract if things are going down. I'd rather be able to trade him at the end. At the start, you can try to get him to waive if it's a disaster. I think this is the move here on Lundell. I think that's the move on Lundell. Okay, let's see. Okay, Northern is too low to have it at the third bar, you think? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Lundell rejects. Is Texas going to get some NHL time? I hope so, but we re-signed him. All right, Lundell, playing hardball. All right, this is how it's going to be. Maybe there's a modified across the board. Because I don't think it brings his interest up very much. That's why. Even if it's a high modified no trade clause. Yeah. We're giving him more. Yeah. No clause at 8.25. No, we already tried that. We have to do more. What if we try no clause? No clause 8.5. 8 points. No clause. No, we already tried that. 6 years at 8.65 with no clause. Worst case, we're going to send a clause. 8.65. Boom. Anton Lundell, welcome aboard. What does it combine? No move clause, no trade clause. So no move clause also means they can't be sent down. So no move clause means you can't get sent down, but you could get traded in a modified no trade. Anton Lundell's on board and still 7 points, about 6 million left over. Okay? And almost July 1st here. Okay, Johansson we're going to release. Goalies were good. RFAs were good. It's just these last three. Yeah, solid deal. We would have paid a lot more in free agency. Is there more that we'd want to do? Are we going to be signing a defenseman? Are we signing a defenseman? We might be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd rather go heavy. If we have money to spend, if we have 7.6 million to spend, I'd rather spend on someone better than Middleton. Middleton does have the 4-star defense, but it's that defensive awareness that's keeping it up because the shot blocking is down to 85, the stick checking is down to 80, skating is dropping off, 3-star physical. Lundell, his arms open. I think we're gonna have to move on from Middleton. And worst case, no one else is out there. We get him back in free agency. But let's at least look before we commit the money to him. He's also 34. Yeah. Hunt wanted 1.2 million. Yeah, he'll walk. We have Kuduvier. There you go. So 7.6 million going into free agency, and that's without trading anyone. Like if we needed money to go after someone crazy, and we said, okay, then we'll trade Lindholm, then that's a possibility too. But let's do it into the re-sign phase. Banting, goodbye. Oh, he was associate coach. I was asking him to be goalie. That's why he wasn't happy. Meh, goodbye. July 1st. All right, first things first. View contracts. Oh, so Pastrnak needs his extension. Yeah, but he's 34 now. 1 year at 13.9. We're going to wait on a guy like Pastrnak. Matty Beniers needs his big contract. Yeah, at 27. He wants 6 by 13.2. Whew. No Hagens. We're using the EA roster, so no Hagens or anyone else who's created. Yeah, so it would be another 1 year deal because we'll need the money after. Full no move clause, which I guess we kind of have to give him. But that does allow us to bring it down by quite a bit. 6 years at 11.35. I think this would be the offer to Matty Beniers. Are we okay with this? Full no move clause, which is scary. If we go down to deferred, or reduced, sorry. Actually, reduced. It might be worth paying him a little extra to have some flexibility. But at the same time, 6 years, he'll be 34 after once it kicks in. So what do you think? 6 by 11.35, no trade clause? Or 6 by 11.65 and some flexibility? So do we want to spend the extra $300K to have flexibility to move him in the last 3 years of his contract? Been listening instead of watching. Did I miss King? No, he did not. Sorry, I did not look at him. I'll do it right after Matty Beniers. 11.5 because of modified no trade? No, it's 11.35 or 11.65. Flex says, James, welcome aboard, buddy. One of our longest serving channel members. Try 11.5 with this clause. 11.575. That gets it up to... Okay, 11.575 with this clause. Okay, think about it, Matty B. There's also a Ginla. A Ginla 6 by 7.4 is fair, I think. I think we go 8 years on Ginla. I think we go 8 years. Does the modified no trade clause do anything? A little bit, yeah. Why not? We can give him modified no trade. We like to haggle. Yeah, the AGMs like to haggle. 8 by 7. Or 8 by 6.85 on Craig Ginla with a 16-team no trade. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine by me. We have the green light on this one. Craig Ginla. No trade clause reduces 6.625. I think it goes too low. Green, Monty Hall, let's make a deal. All right, Craig Ginla, do it. Okay, so Beniers and Ginla, we'll wait and see on them. And then Mighty Joe wanted to see his created player. Joe King. Oops. Joe King. Let's see. Over in Carolina, he's now up to an 87 overall, medium elite, 103 penalty minutes this past year, 56 points. He has 160 points in 328 games through 4 seasons, negative 19, couple X factors, played 2 seasons in a row of over 25 minutes per night, tons of hits, lots of blocks. Love it from Joe King. Maybe even extend Novotny. Yeah, true. See the contracts here. Okay, who else is expiring? Kolosar, Lindholm, no. Crevier, Novotny. Let's see. Novotny, 2 years at 0.925. I say absolutely. Great call there, Gen Z. Great call. Accepts it right away. And we'll wait to see how growth on these guys. Can always trade for me if you want. You got it, man. Just drop a cool grand. Just kidding. Okay, let's go back to, let's see, who dropped to free agency? Did Johnson drop? No, he didn't. Makes sense. UFAs. Forwards. All right, so Jack Hughes, of course, out here, but does he simulate well? Usually not so much. Yeah, you're gonna spend $17 million for a guy who's below point per game. Lindholm contract off the books. No, he's here. He's here for one more year, but yeah, it'll be great next year. Oh, Johnson did drop. Oh, so it doesn't make sense. What's Dallas doing? Wow, why Johnson drops? But I'd rather pay Lundell 8.65 than Johnson like 13 million. Right. Sorry, I got what you mean there. Better defense from Lundell. Johnson the better playmaking. But the point production isn't that much different. Yeah, he hasn't simmed super great. You know what? Yeah, I'm much happier with Anton Lundell. All right, so they're the forwards. On defense now, who is affordable on defense? 84 overall guys, of course, right? Only the 84s. All right. Vlasic, Pulock, Middleton back here. Vlasic might be the guy. Alex Vlasic, 4.5-star defense. Yeah. Alex Vlasic is the guy. Alex Vlasic, let's give him a big, nice, juicy one-year contract. Actually, he might not be that open to it. Yeah, might not be that open to it. But, no move clause? Yeah. Nurse? No, I don't think we could do Nurse. Pretty young. Yeah, young enough at 29. Tage would have been a nice Bruin. He would have been. True. Let's make it a 90 team. Try a conversation? Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. So, but then, because then you have to talk about the contract offer in the, then it gets locked in the conversations. That's the problem. We'll just have a 3-team or 2-team trade list, whatever it is, just to make sure in case things go very wrong. And let's see what he says. All right. Nurse 83 at 35. No. That'll be our one move. Anyone with potential here? Any younger guys? Otto Stenberg. Otto Stenberg. Get in the organization, man. Why not? Does he want a two-way deal? Let's see, actually. Let me see the best two-way guys. I know he doesn't want a two-way deal, that's why. Could extend Preston too, yes. Actually, there he is. Otto Stenberg. Wants 2 years. I have a 1 year, keeps him in RFA. Okay, go 1.025. Okay. 1 year, two-way on Otto Stenberg if he wants it. That's a bit... My boy Matthew Wood, there he is. Theo Lindsay might not be a terrible one to look at if Vlasic says no. Copy that. High organizational interest, good to see. Hellenius, you saw? Here, Hellenius. 2 assists in 20 games last year. He's been an AHLer. Yeah, sorry. Could we sign Florian Jacki? Did you see him? He's in the two ways. Here he is, Florian Jacki. Sure, for the AHL, why not? There you go. I think that'll be it. Haltinen's here too. Kasper Haltinen, power forward, 6'4". Don't get Jack Hughes. No, it's just he can't. No, he didn't say why can't they get the gold medal. He said why can't they get the puck. Get Arbor as well through trade. That's an idea. Okay. Staff free agency. So there are 4 A-plus coaches. There's actually 3 minus. We're not going to go after Sturm. So there's 3 A-plus coaches. 2 who are teaching specialty defense. Arniel, defensive sty. Scott Arniel, Rick Tocchet, physical. Patrick Waugh, offensive. We're going to have Rick Tocchet in both our series. Rick Tocchet, 55% fit. 59, 52. Meanwhile, our head coach, Sheldon Keefe, is A-rated, generalist, teacher, 65% fit. Do we go after one of the A-plus guys and demote Sheldon Keefe? I don't know, I'm pretty content. Caldwell maybe could go down and be AHL head coach. Just say it's a big job to then change everyone's styles. Defensive style could be helpful for us. Let's see what happens here. If I make you AHL associate, Caldwell goes to become the AHL head coach. Keefe becomes interim head coach. And then we see if we can hire one of these other guys. So all of them have A+ on offense, all have A+ on defense, all have A+ on the power play. Difference now becomes penalty kill, A+, A+, A. Teaching, A+, Roy, A for Talkit. And then coach influence is low for Arniel. A+ everything except for teaching, Rick Talkit. And then A+ everything except for penalty kill, Patrick Roy. A teaching specialty of defense will help develop and grow defensemen on your team. What's Keefe's specialty? He'll develop and grow all players on your team. That's good too. Yeah, teaching is more important. Sign the guy who traded himself. But do we want to not keep Sheldon Keefe? I don't know. Gen Z says keep Keefe for now. Minnesota's also interested. You know what? I'm not going to cheese it and send a crazy offer. I'm going to offer him exactly what he's looking for. And yeah, Celebrini's going to get 100 points. If he takes it, he does. If he doesn't, we'll go back to Keefe. Let's see what Patty Waugh says, though, to come and be the head coach here. And we're going to keep Keefe as the associate. And Waugh won't be there forever if he does come. Let's just see. I'm curious. Let's see what Patrick Waugh would say. On the scouts, I'm out on Keefe, but I'm also biased. Well, he had a good end to the season. USA. This guy's good at USA Central. USA Central. Or a different... this guy's... Yeah, he's good at USA Central. Actually, who's our worst scout? The guy in the USA West, maybe. Actually, Shea Weber. No, we can't fire Shea Weber. Why is the guy in NHL Metro? Have we never moved him? He's supposed to be WHL. Alright, that's my bad, then. WHL. Yes. Okay, restaurant. We need more guys for Europe. Celebrini will break Gretzky for NHL points. No, sadly, he will not. I'm sorry to tell you. Who could go in extra league? Maybe the guy that we hire. We have all 20 scouts. I mean, we could fire who? Poulain? Who do we just hire? That's what I'm trying to figure out. This guy's going to do what? He's good for OHL, maybe? A- to the OHL? So Pritchett will be fired then. All right. Are we ready to continue a few days here? Off-season focuses, we'll look at in a moment. We said we could extend Preston, right? Or did we sign Preston at a different time? I don't remember. No, Preston's here. Preston, 1 year. We could go 2. Yeah, we'll do it for 2. At 900. There you go. Very nice. Staff. That's done. That's done. Let's advance a few days now. And also check the... We'll edit the draft class. All right, is Patrick Waugh coming to Boston? What do you think, Patty Waugh? Patrick Waugh is going to Minnesota. All right, it was a fair proposal, but I've decided to sign somewhere else. No problem. Waugh is going to Minnesota. We keep Sheldon Keefe. And Alex Vlasic didn't want to go for the 1-year contract. Beniers does extend, though, and so does, and signing on is Florian Jacki and Otto Stenberg. Preston extends. Iginla accepts the 8-year extension. That's awesome. All right, that's great. So now, next season, it'll pretty much just be Pasternak as the big ticket guy with 16.9 million. Maddox Schultz, yeah, he'll go first overall. Okay, so back to the coaching staff. We offered Lozon from the Kraken. Talk about bad. We're offered Lozon, yes. We had Lozon. We had him. He was not good. Back in year 1 or 2. All right, back to NHL head coach. And a better... Let's go hire an associate coach. Rick Tockett's still out here, too. Unless we hire Rick Tocchet. He's even Sullivan. But no, we said we'd keep Keefe. We're going to keep Keefe. Okay. That's true. Liam Pugh's going to be good, too. Let's see. Who's this here? Ruben Miller. I like these attributes. Ruben Miller. Let's get him in as associate. There you go. The Laval Rockets are interested? Yeah, this is the NHL talking, man. And back to free agency as well. Who could we get now with our cap space? Tage Thompson, who's affordable. Do you really want to double up on Tocchet? Yeah, I don't know. Affordable on defense. Let's see. Kovacevic wants 6.1 million. Cam York could be interesting. UFAs. Just look at the UFAs. Let's see. So Pulock, York, Kovacevic. Pulock has a lot of interest. I don't want to drop too high here. Too low. My boy York. York, you would love Cam York. I mean, 3.5-star defense. Yeah, Theo Lindstein. Was he being offered to us in trade? Seamus Casey. Kovacevic. It's a lot of money for just an 84 overall. 82 shot blocking, 87 stick checking. I mean, Cam York has better shot blocking. Kovacevic has better awareness. More physical as well. Better skating from Cam York. Where's Lindstein? Did I miss him? Lindstein. Oh, he's an RFA in St. Louis. That's why I have to trade for him. Theo Lindstein. For a guy who's won for 1 year, I don't think it makes sense for 1 year. I like Pulock too because York does not have too much interest. Pulock would be good, but at his age, who knows what is going to happen in regression. Defense. Yeah, Pulock at 35, I'm not confident. Let's try Cam York as an offensive guy. York does have 2 teams interested. Yeah, actually, you know what? York isn't too interested in this contract. Forget it. No, York's not going to happen. All right, I'm not really convinced in Kovacevic, but we need somebody to play there. Somebody's got to play. Hey, even this, though. Maybe we just go with Crevier. 1 year, 7.5 Kovacevic. Nope, not going to happen. Then there's Pulock, there's Nurse. I mean, do we want Darnell Nurse? They're both 35. I prefer Pulock to Nurse. 4-star defense. Maybe Pulock then. Maybe it is Pulock. He's old, but no clauses. And 5.5. So we'll save money. He'll probably accept this right away. Wallinder, you think? 82 overall. 4.5-star, sorry, yeah, 3.5-star defense. 4-star physical. He is interested. 15 points plus 5 this past year. 1448. A lot of hits and blocks. Definitely a lot of hits and blocks. Pulock, what did he do this year? 1901 of ice time. Lots of hits and blocks and well. 22 points, negative 15. We don't really need that right side as much, but Kesselring could go to the left. Okay. Seamus Casey. No, 79 shot blocking, 3-star physical. Labushkin, Zamula. Wallinder or Pollock? I mean, Wallinder is young. He wants 2 years. Pollock is the more the veteran that we could get for that 1-year deal. We're going to go Pollock. Is it worth looking at the forwards and making a trade? How do you mean? Like trade them for a defenseman? Oh, or we would trade out like Lindholm for a defenseman? Yeah, we don't have that much value. Sign a forward, trade someone else for a D-man. Yeah, what if you sign a forward and trade... Yeah. Who would be here who's affordable? Is it worth getting Jack Hughes? Absolutely not, sadly. Okay, so just looking at the UFAs. Tolvanen. Tolvanen. If we sign Tolvanen, we could trade a guy like Keegan Colasar. But the only thing is, if we sign a guy like Pollock, it's 1 year, we're done with it, we move on. If we sign Tolvanen for 2 years, and then get a defenseman who's on contract for maybe more than 1 year... Does it go higher at all? Yeah. 2 years at 4.5. Then we got to make it a bit more convincing in free agency. 2 years at 4.75. It's tradable as well. We really want Eli Tolvanen in our franchise mode. The original, even before Kyle Wood, the original Data 782 Hall of Famer. Back in our NHL 18 series with the Ducks. I don't really want to do Peterka if Tolvanen's out here. 3-star defense, 3-star physical. 5-star shooting, yes, but scored 11 goals. No, we want Tolvanen. We want Tolvanen. 2 years, 4.75. And let's see what he says. Worst case, we go to Pollock. Okay, let's advance. Eli Tolvanen. Thank you, Ruben Miller. Are you joining GM Data once again? Yes, he is! Eli Tolvanen, welcome to Boston! Woo! Let's go. We already got some Eli Tolvanen emojis for the chat. Welcome back to the original son. Now, a guy like Keegan Colasar could be traded out. So forwards become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Lakovic. Third line, Colasar, Brazeau, Lindholm. So Colasar becomes excess. We're not going to get a great defenseman back here. We could trade Colasar with another piece. We're not looking for much. Nicholas, didn't we look at Hagen? He was not very good. I don't even know where he is. Don't know where he is. We gotta find a team with excess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we gotta find a team with excess. Tons of defensemen. Oh, he's on Nashville. Who am I thinking of? Nick Hague. No, he's not out here. Back to the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Gotta look at guys who have. I'm looking at a certain spot on my screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you have a couple. No, they'll be okay. Detroit. Marino's on the block. Okay, noted. Eesh. No defense there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Christian Kyrou. Carson Lambos. Theodore may be worth a look. Could be an expensive contract, though. Plus, the value's a little high. Yeah, that would be an issue. Carson Lambos, though, stands out to me. 1 year for 82 overall Carson Lambos. 4-star defense. 4-star physical. Okay, Lambos could be an idea. Bichelle would be great, yeah. True. 1 year left with the Stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could use Nos. Bichelle, 6'7" here, but only 3-star defense and 3-star skating, honestly. It's the physical that's great, but I think Lambos is the leader for me right now. Lambos is my leader. Who else is out here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe Adam Engstrom with 4-star defense. Ooh, Adam Engstrom. 3 years at 2.775. Tradable. Horrible numbers last year. Negative 30. Playing 16 minutes a night on the Islanders. Engstrom's an idea. 3-star skating, 4-star physical. Horrible shooting, but solid on defense. 2-star puck skills. Phone at 3%. No, Mighty Joe. No, Romanov is too good. Lambos, 3-star puck skills. Yeah, he's on the block, but more value and 6.935 million. Not going to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who's this guy? Summers. No, they won't move him. Carrier is on the block. I do like Carrier a lot. 88, 87 on defense there. 3-star puck skills. Offensive defenseman with 3-star puck skills. Hagler's on the Rangers. 83 overall. But yeah, they need him on defense. He's a top 4 defenseman for them. Alexandre Carrier. That might be possible. Flyers. So Carrier and Lambos are my 2 front runners right now. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A million defensemen here in San Jose. Oh, crazy contracts. Timothy Liljegren? No. Dante Fabro. Yeah, how's Carrier as an offensive defenseman? Barron, Chisholm, Mancini. This is the EA roster, by the way. These are just a bunch of 80 overall guys, though. They have a ton of defensemen, but all a bunch of just rando, like, 7th Ds. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Caden Price. Meh. Lozon we've already had. He fell apart with us. 3 points, negative 20 in 39 games. 3-star defense. Dragicevic is interesting too. 2.5-star defense. Wow. Impressive. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ryan Lindgren. 32. 4-star defense, Ryan Lindgren. Similar. Yeah, I don't know. Vancouver, Vegas. So for me, it comes down to Lambos and Carrier. Alexandre Carrier between 3 and 4-star everything. Lambos 3 and 4, 2.5 and 4-star everything, but physical and defense are both 4-star. 2 categories in the 4 stars. Shooting and puck skills both at 3. Carrier 4-star shooting, 3-star puck skills. Theodore and Marino on the Golden Knights. Theodore has too much value. 2 years at 7.4 million. We'd have to trade him after 1 year as well. I'm not feeling it for Shea Theodore. Plus, we don't have room in the top 4. It'd be a 3rd pair guy that we need. Marino, on the other hand, 80 shot blocking, 4-star defense, but 80 shot blocking. 5.4 million for 3 years. No. All right, so it's Carrier or Lambos. Carrier, 33, 5'11". I like Lambos a bit more for that left side, probably. If we went straight up Kolesar for Lambos, what would Minnesota say to this? Rejected? Not too far, though. Willinger's attributes? Well, regardless, we got to trade Kolesar. You must say, okay, well, then just trade Kolesar for picks instead. Yeah. All right, I'll do it for you, Gen Z. I'll do it for you. No, I doubt they'd ever be the Kachuk brothers and the Hughes brothers all together. I doubt they'd ever be all together. I'd take a lot of money, and the team would suffer spending so much money like on just 5 guys. Is he still here, Lindstein? Not Lindstein. Willinder. Yeah, Willinder. Similar attributes on the left side, yeah. Would only happen in Ottawa. UFAs. Sounds like a one-off video. Linder does want 3 years. 4-star physical. Sam Bolduc? No, we need someone a bit better. 84, 87, 86 on the defense. 84, 87, 86. Let's see. Minnesota. '84, '87, '86, '85, '86, '86, '84. You're still alive and fine. Yes, we'll be here, Mighty Joe. NHL version of Band of Brothers. Yeah. Well, Linder's probably just better. And Kolesar gets dumped for whatever. All right, if he signs, that is. If Linder signs. Thanks, Gen Z. Good catch. Lambos, I don't think he is. I think the defense is very comparable, and then he has the better puck skills, the better all that other stuff. So 1 year. We have 3. Actually, let me trade Kolesar first to get more money. Fine trade. Kolesar out. 4th and a 5th. 4th and a 5th. Oh, 3rd and a 4th from Dallas. 3rd and a 4th from Mini. Okay, let's do a 3rd and a 4th to Dallas. Is Bedard a bust? No, he's not a bust. 3rd and a 4th. Thank you, Keegan Kolesar. Good luck in Dallas. Thank you for those picks, Dallas, and we'll now use that money to go after Theo Lindstein. That's not William Wallinder. In worst case, I guess we'll go after Ryan Pulock. Not Lindstein. Wallinder. All right, 1 year. What can we give you? 1 year, 4.25. 1 year, 4.25 on William Wallinder. What do you say? Get back to us in a few days. All right. Let's start advancing. Zhamnov for a 6th. No, what are you saying? An elite goal, a starting goalie with potential. There you go. Wallinder's on board, accepting the offer. Thank you for your interest. Welcome. All right. Now, let's do the draft class. This next draft class, we're going to randomize the numbers. Last year was a wonky one, right? Sorry, it was a medium-high class. No, it wasn't wonky. It was medium-high. So, random number 1 to 100. 1 to 20 is low. 21 to 79 is medium. 80 to 100 is high. Random number 45. So, draft class quality will be medium again next year. And generated prospect quality 74. It will be medium, medium. All right. The most common, which is, as we would expect, medium, medium class for next year. Last thing would be off-season focuses. Off-season focuses. Let's see. Sorting by, actually, everybody. Okay, who needs an off-season focus here? I don't know. Pasternak work on defense, but I don't know. Beniers get even better on face-offs? Or the shooting, maybe? Shooting for Beniers. All right, shooting for Beniers. Defense for McAvoy. Defense for Vikingstad. Welcome to all 27 of you here in the Boston Bruins 2030 off-season. Matty Beniers. So let's get into this. All 26 of you watching, welcome aboard. Let's go to shooting for Matty Beniers. Off-season focus is what we're doing now, moving into year number 6 of this big bad franchise mode series. Shooting for Matty Beniers. Leave that like if you haven't already. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already for all of our ongoing franchise mode series and live streams here on the channel. Getting closer and closer, inching our way to 10,000 subscribers. And we're that much stronger of a community with you as a part of it. Join us in our Discord server where we're almost 800 members there, always talking hockey, franchise mode, sharing our franchise modes and tips and stories. It's a really fun time. I'm proud of the community we've built, and I'm glad that we're still building it further. Off-season focus for McAvoy. Defense. There you go. Oh, what's this? What's this? Oh, Mr. T, come on now. Mr. T sends in 44. No comment, just enjoy. Oh my goodness, that's me putting, he didn't say no comment. I said no comment. Mr. T with the 44. So we're going to say that's the same as Mighty Joe. No, we'll say one more and doubled again. So that's me 6. That's 14. 14 for Mr. T. 14 more entries into our created player raffle. Oh, thank you so very much, my friend. Again, this is all huge help for the ongoing immigration fund for my wife. The federal government squeezing me and my one salary. Next up, let's see, Voronkov and Sveshnikov. Thank you, Mr. T. Love you, buddy. And that's going to be more entries for your created players in our next franchise mode series. Next up, Sveshnikov. Svesh, what does he have to work on? Shoot more? Desoro will be a Canadian citizen before the end of the stream. That's what I wish it was that easy. Probably shoot more. Shoot more for Sveshnikov. Yeah, we're going to say shoot more. Federal tax got me dry too. Voronkov puck skills. Yeah, shooting Sveshnikov, Voronkov puck skills. Lundell puck skills as well. Make sure that the playmaking stays high. If they even catch. Not all these off-season focuses are a success. Lundell puck skills. Or skill training. Voronkov will work on his puck skills as well. Skill training Voronkov. Sveshnikov's going to say shoot more. Offensive and shoot more, yes. Thank you. Mr. T, friends, please consider doing a CFB 25 Yukon Dynasty to pair with the hockey series if you're not doing MLB 26. I think it'll help with the channel membership. That's a great point. If we're not doing MLB The Show 26 franchise mode because of how we don't like how things work, then maybe a CFB 25 series would be what takes its place. That's a great suggestion, Mr. T. Thank you for saying that. That is a great suggestion. Keep that in mind as we see what happens moving into the next couple of weeks. I could see that. Now that we're done college hockey as well, we gotta scratch that recruiting itch. Who else now? Chanel Mombert. We do puck skills for Chanel Mombert? Or defense? That shot blocking, at 5'6", the defense is never going to be that great. Yeah, let's do puck skills for Mombert. Dorofeyev. Puck skills. Puck skills for Mombert and Dorofeyev. And Ginla, we'll say defense. Puck skills, and defense. Skill training, whatever you want to call it. We'll see what catches. Dorofeyev, puck skills again. Offensive. Skill training. And then we said defense for Iginla, who's growing very nicely, we have to say. We used a high draft pick on him. I'm glad we did. Growing very nicely. You can use my recent entries via my donations as an incentive if you and the AGMs think it's a great idea. Love you too, buddy. Thanks, man. Yes, that's exactly it. So if we do decide that's what we want to do, then, hey, the funds are there for it. Defense for Craig Iginla. And defense, there you go. We'll talk about that in the Discord server. Absolutely. All right, we're almost done here. Let's see. Kesselring, do we do anything on him? Kesselring, defense. Tolvanen, puck skills. Kesselring, defense. Tolvanen, puck skills. And Evans, who dropped to an 83 somehow. He was an 87. He drops to an 83. I guess back up on defense for him too. So defense and defense for Kesselring and Evans. Tolvanen and puck skills. Kesselring. Kesselring, Evans as well, who dropped from 87 to 83. I don't know if he can be top pair defenseman anymore. Dropping from an 87 to an 83. I'll have to see if he bounces back. Caleb, how's it going so far? Pretty well, my friend. I like the offseason we've had. Signing Tolvanen and signing Wallinder. Making some good trades at the draft. Eli Tolvanen, Data 72 Hall of Famer on board. You love CFB? Well, great. Even more reason to do it. Doing what the channel members want to see. Okay, almost done. Last few here. Lundell, of course, that was the big one. Anton Lundell. Yes, that was the big one. Who else? Lakovic. A couple more. Lakovic. Shooting on Lakovic. Yeah, shooting on Lakovic. And then Minton will be the last one. Shooting on Lakovic and puck skills on Minton. Glad you like him, Caleb. Shooting on Lakovic. And finally, puck skills, skill training on Minton. Sorry. Offensive skill training. Lundell double duty on both first and second penalty kill units. Maybe first and third. That's it now. AHL. Any focuses in the AHL? We'll just do Novotny, Preston, and Suvanto. So in the system, Novotny, tough sniper. If he's going to be in the NHL, he has to be a bit better defensively. Novotny defense. Preston shooting if he's a sniper. And Suvanto skating. Maybe skating, yeah. Let's try that. You think both Novotny and Preston make the team this year? I do think so. I think they can do it. Jack, I know he can't grow really anymore. He's too old for that. He's just there for the physicality, for fun. If we do off-season focuses for everyone, one will be here all day, and two, I don't want to start cheesing things too much here. I think stats don't matter. All random, says Wesley. To an extent, you're not wrong. I think stats matter for overall simulation. But when it comes down to, hey, all my guys are 90 overalls, why did they lose this team of 80 overalls? Then I agree with you. Yeah, it happens pretty often, or often enough, I guess you could say. Preston, what did we say on Preston? We said shooting. And Novotny. Novotny defense. Let me guess. You say, I guess I could work on that. I feel like I can hold my own in the... That makes sense. My two-way game is where I could use the most improvement. I'm on it. Thank you. All right. Whew, we're finally done. Advance to next season. Finally. Sim to next season. What did you and your wife eat on your last date night? Hold on. Okay, weird stuff happens in this game. Thought I was in year 4 doing a rebuild and wins the cup. Yep. Classic. That makes sense. What part of what I said made sense? Last date night was at their... Oh, it was a wonderful meal. I had... what was it called? It was like this... Hard to explain. Made the final in Calgary in year 1. That's crazy. Like a... It's an Italian word. What's the word for that sauce? Oh, the NHL conversation system. That makes sense. Basically, it's like a really good pasta, like al dente pasta, with this like creamy rosé pear sauce. You would think it doesn't go, but it goes. And like little pieces of like ham inside as well. Like you don't think it works, but it absolutely works. That was amazing. We had some arancini rice balls as well. It was a nice meal. Very nice meal. Thank you. I think that was the last date meal. Was there one sooner than that? I'm not sure. Anyways, here we go. Was there any off-season growth? We'll still see some as we advance a few days. Svesh 88, Veneers 91, Pastrnak 94. Second line, Dorofeyev, Vikingstad, Voronkov, Lundell, Lindholm, Tolvanen, Brazeau, Minton, Lakovic. No growth there just yet. Mombert, McAvoy. Evans still at an 83. That is a devastating development. Dropping from an 87 to an 83. That is just doesn't make any sense. Osgood down to an 86 as well. Willinder, yeah, he's of course going to be in there. And let's see, Novotny's at an 82, while Preston might still be an AHLer, I think. But Novotny at an 82 needs to get a look in the NHL as a third-line scoring forward. Savanto's a 78. And on defense, Brunet, Kyle Wood, of course. Scratches, goalies, Oliwa, yeah, Gilov will come up. How are we looking on the stream hours for the month? So I'm out of stream hours so I can stream as many hours as I want on the PlayStation. It's a limit on StreamYards for my computer of 20 hours. We passed that. So if I want to stream again on my computer before April 1st, I'm going to get the free trial. And then that'll bring us to April in the system. So hold on. First things first. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Rosein as 13th forward. 8 stats growth and rookie, 99 shot power, 80 accuracy type of growth. Classic. We're with you, Wesley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crevier goes down. Best lines. Call them back up. Can you use something else than StreamYard? Maybe, but that's the tried and true method that I find works really well. Absolutely, I could just stream straight from like QuickTime or QuickTime Player, but like I don't know how reliable other things are to go straight from your YouTube. And what's also good about StreamYard is not just that you stream from StreamYard. Other things will help you stream, but that all your comments are there. You can show the comments on the stream. You can switch the screens between you talking and showing what you want to show. I like their interface a lot. So now we call up Novotny. Actually, Novotny comes up right away. And who's 13th forward? It might be Brazeau even 13th forward, or Minton. Minton might be 13th forward. Hold on. Let me do that and then do best lines. And now roster moves. Minton, Crevier, and Gidloff. Come up. There you go. AHL lines, we'll fix those in a moment here. All right. Then in the NHL. So, first line would be, we said we're going to try Vikingstad there. So, Viking, Beniers, Pastrnak +5. Second line, Lundell, Voronkov, Sveshnikov, or Dorofeyev. We have to see who works best there. Third line, a mix of Dorofeyev, Lindholm, Tolvanen. No. No, so third line center might have to be Lakovic. 56 faceoffs. What are you saying? 63, 63. Because then who goes where? Getting Tolvanen makes things tough. Then Brazeau can be fourth line, no problem. Lindholm, Novotny swap. Yeah, I don't want Lindholm. I don't want Novotny at center really. It's 74 faceoffs. And I don't want Lakovic on the fourth line. Could Tolvanen play fourth line since he's a one-year guy? Lakovic is a guy is a prospect we want growth from. Tolvanen is just a we're having fun guy. Minton third line center. I think he's 13th forward honestly. Trade Lindholm. I don't know. Do we need to? We don't have a need to. 5-star physical. That's crazy. We don't need to trade him. Just to get Minton in, I'm not as convinced that Minton's any better. Tolvanen, Lindholm, Brazeau, Dorofeev, Novotny, Lakovic. Is this the lineup? Novotny's not really a centerman. 74 faceoffs. 3-star defense. Then here, Mumbert. Is Mumbert going to play top pair? Maybe Kesselring gets a chance at top pair. Novo Lakdoro? No, Lakovic has 56 faceoffs. I'd rather have Novotny. Defense, Kesselring, McAvoy, Mumbert, Iginla, Evans, Wallinder. How did this happen to Riker Evans, man? This is crazy. Yeah. Then goaltending, Osgood, DiPietro. There are your scratches. All right. Hey, good for you, Chippy. That's fun. Lundellsby, second unit center. Put Svesh here. Beniers there. Vikingstad there. Dorofeev at the point? No. That's going to be McAvoy at the point. Distributor, McAvoy. Finisher, Pasternak, puck carrier. Matty B. Power play 2. Lundell here. Mumbert at the point. Voronkov here. Tolvanen's got to get some ice time, probably. Yeah, Lakovic, no power play for you just yet. You got third line even strength, but Tolvanen's getting the power play. They're all lefties. Everyone's a lefty here. Mumbert distributes. Yeah, sometimes if a team is overly overpowered, then it becomes even harder to win than if you have a rebuilder. Okay, let's try that. Let's try Tolvanen being in a good spot there on the power play. Powney kill. These guys can't be together. They have to be on separate units. Horrible options. Hold on. So Lundell, 90, 83, 85, 87. 91, 85, 92, 89. So Beniers first unit with, let's see. Is Kyle Wood still on the team? Yes, sir. You better believe it. In the AHL, though. Lakovic. His defense isn't bad. Lakovic could get his ice time here. Tolvanen's defense isn't bad either. Tolvanen, first unit power play, man. Chill stream, see you in the future. Appreciate that, Wesley. Much love, my friend. See you around. First pair. Evans, McAvoy, maybe? No, we'll keep how it was. Mumbert has the 98 stick checking or whatever. Vikingstad. Big boy. Is he the one we want there, though? Hold on. Matty Beniers will go here. Lundell will center that third unit. No, Lindholm can center the third unit. So Lindholm can come second here. Yeah, so if you let Evans, it would have been former Kraken and McAvoy. That's true. Lindholm, Tolvanen. No, sorry. It would have been... what am I saying? If you left Evans, it would have been Evans. Beniers, that's who it was. Man, I couldn't remember who I was trying to think of there. And third... Lundell and... No, not Novotny. Lundell and who? Tolvanen, Beniers, Evans. Yeah, sorry. I just can't think sometimes. You know me. Lakovic will go. Yeah, Lakovic. Unless I put him... No. Yes, that's where he goes. All right. Great. There's a penalty kill. I won't touch anything else for the preseason. We'll let the preseason ride. Captains should still be good to go. Beniers and McAvoy with the A's. Pasternak, our captain. Great. So let's get into the preseason as well as the season opener. Let's save into our first game. Sorry, not Marco Sturm. Sheldon Keefe wants to talk. Let's do the physical. Hello, GM Data. Together. Preseason. Let's do the strength training. As always, for the big bad Bruins. Season goal. He wants to make the Stanley Cup final. No, I don't care. What are you saying? You may be underestimating this roster and my abilities. What are you saying, Cup Final? We didn't make the playoffs. That's not acceptable to me, but you're the boss. Get out of here. So sick of these conversations. Make the Cup Final. Who are you kidding? That would be great, but... I mean, we could probably just accept that. We got... Oh, no! I want the sim to... Actually, but this is fine. I wanted to go more slowly. 2, 3, and 1 here. How we looking? Lindell healthy. The audacity of these conversations. Sorry, I went too quickly. 3-2 shootout loss, 7-3 loss, 4-2 loss, 3-1 win, 5-1 win, 4-3 loss. We are 2, 3, and 1. Anything we want to look at in this last game? Maybe Voronkov and Dorofeyev can swap. 6 assists, 7 goals from Pasternak. Voronkov, 0 points, -3. Yeah. Sveshnikov, 0 points, -3. Wonderful. Some overalls changed here. Lakovic is up to an 84. Good. Yeah, we'll do season goals. Thank you, before we advance the first day and we can't do it anymore. Voronkov's up to an 89 with that physical boost. That's crazy. 89. But he just isn't performing. What if we put Voronkov on the first line and Vikings out on the second line with Lundell and Sveshnikov? Been locked in on Crimson Desert. How did last season end up going? We missed the playoffs by like 1 or 2 points, sadly. So we had a little reset here going into this season. Now, let me try Voronkov first line. We'll keep the third line like it was. And defense, 2 assists, -3, -1, -2, -5. Woo, 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 woo. Riker Evans. Let's go back to the first pair, Riker Evans. Let's try you out. And goalies. DiPietro hasn't even started. What are you doing? Alright, let's sim this game here against the Red Wings. First period, 2-1. We got a goal from Vikingstad. Okay, good on that second line. Second period, 5-1 Red Wings. 83 overall. Yeah, from 87 to 83, we boost him up to an 84 with physical. Down 5-1. DiPietro getting blown up here. Times 8, my apologies. Power play Detroit. Extended power play Detroit. Alright, put it to bed. 6-1 the final. That's disgusting. Alright, so we end the preseason, what? 2-4 and 1? 2-4 and 1. 842 save percentage from DiPietro. Great. Voronkov in first line should be a short leash. He's had a lot of run to prove himself. Yeah, and he didn't do anything in that game right there. Dorofeyev looked good. Dorofeyev on the third line scores 5 points. No, not bad at all, Chippy. And Voronkov, 0 points. Only guy with 0 points. Yeah, Voronkov's not going to start on that first line. But these plus-minuses were really bad as well. -8 from Craig Aginla. Always take the preseason with a grain of salt. But, yeesh. Goaltending-wise, neither goalie looked good, which means we're about to win the Jennings and the Vezina. And let's get to the first game of the season here. And start the season goals. Can we do it right now? No, not yet. Alright. You're kidding me. Even in the preseason? I thought you could do it anytime before the first game of the season. Season goals are only during the preseason. Oh my goodness. I mean, what goals were we going to give? And maybe Pasternak to win an award. I never even looked at the awards from last episode. I'm sorry. Ah, what a joke. All right, Jets won back-to-back cups. Individual awards, we know that, yes, David Pasternak won the Hart Memorial Trophy. That's awesome. Let me write this down in the Excel sheet that I have going. Hart Trophy for Pasternak. That was awesome. Let's see. Then James Norris went to Bouchard. Lady Bing to Bouchard. Calder to Ivar Stenberg. Conn Smythe to Protas. In back-to-back years, we trade away Protas, who's a bum, and he wins back-to-back Conn Smythes. Granted, we traded him to a team who then flipped him to Winnipeg. But it's such a joke how players just can't sim for you. But elsewhere, back-to-back Conn Smythes. Yep. Back-to-back cups and back-to-back Conn Smythes. Vezina, Ottinger, Jennings, Ottinger, and Garin. Bill Masterton, Graves, Jack Adams to the coach of... Who's this guy, Doig? All right. Look, is that Dan Boyle? Who's that? Selke to Bradham. There you go. Sean Avery's created player. Ted Lindsay. Yes, very rare to see the Ted Lindsay. Ted, I didn't have a box for it. Ted Lindsay. David Pasternak. There you go. And Maurice Richard went to Randy Ho. AHL, no awards there. Yeah, it looks like Dan Boyle. Am I wrong? Who's P. Doig, NHL? Who's this guy? Peter Doig? No, that's in the 90s. That was 100% Dan Boyle. How do they... That's crazy. How is his picture still in the game? What? All right. Switch back. Thank you. Here we go. First game of the season. Sorry that I'm sorry that I missed season goals. I wasn't trying to get away with it with less work. I was ready to just ask for a few of them. And I thought it could be anytime before game 1 of the season. It has to be in the preseason. I even had looked the first game after the preseason. It's too late even. It has to be absolutely during the preseason. I'm sorry about that. So here we go. Game 1 of year... What is this? 5? 6. Game 1 of year 6. We made the playoffs 3 times. We missed twice. 1 Stanley Cup final. The big bad Bruin era of GM data continues here at TD Garden, hosting the Islanders for the season opener to close off this episode. Let's do it. First period, 3-1 Isles. I didn't even move Voronkov. I wanted to move Voronkov. McAvoy power play goal, then Othman power play, Lambert power play, Othman another one. Second period, 4-1, Barzal. Why is DiPietro in? For the season opener, DiPietro's in. Let me guess, auto goal rotate still on. I am a mess. I am a mess. All right. We're going to play game 2. 6-1 loss to open the season. We're going to play game 2. DiPietro, you bum. Wins the Vezina last year. Or close enough. Okay. Voronkov, you're horrible. Third line Voronkov. There you go. There's the overall bumps. Ernie Clement rubbing it in. 87 overall for Dorofeev. 85 for Lakovic. 85 for Brezo. What? Okay, Vikingstad first line. Dorofeev second line. Lakovic, Novotny, Voronkov will be the third line. Brezo, this guy's crazy. His attributes are nothing special at all, but 99 strength. 93 body checking. Then Lindholm and Tolvanen will play there. Defense... -1, -1, -1, -1, -2, -2. Kesselring, 87 overall. Yes, line fits. We'll do some line fits. You know what? I'll do that off camera. Let me spare you the players just disrespecting us. Gidloff's going to back up and Osgood's going to start. All right, we'll end off the episode with this real first game. 6-1 loss. Here we go against the Hurricanes now at TD Garden, hosting again. Lines are fixed. This is how we're actually going to be looking. The real season opener. First period, 0-0. Second period, 2-1 Bruins. Lindholm and Tolvanen. 2 goals from the fourth line. Danielson, 1 for them. We're up 2-1. Outshooting the Canes 27-19. 2-1 Boston here in the third period. Both goals coming from our fourth line. Power play Bruins killed off. Let's go top 9. Where are you, top 9? 0 goals in 2 games from the top 9, I guess. Was that who scored last game? Was it Vikingstad? Was it on the power play? I forget. 2 minutes left. Hang on tight. Oh, goodness. Gavin Osgood, take a bow. 26 saves. And all the goals scored in the second period. And that was it. Nothing in the first, nothing in the third from either side. Kachetkov, 38 saves. Who cares? Eli Tolvanen and Gavin Osgood, 2 players who we had in NHL. Sorry, Tolvanen was an NHL 18 Ducks. NHL 20 Ducks. Osgood, NHL 18 Canadians. Tolvanen, NHL 20 Ducks. And they're both stars of the game in 2030 on NHL 26. What something to be proud of, you know? Okay, so there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The real season opener, 2-1 victory. I'm going to go ahead right now and do a bunch of line fits for everyone. I'm going to try everyone on this team, basically, who needs a fit. And if they do it, great. If they don't, too bad. And you'll see next episode. I will end it off there against Lundell's old team against the Panthers will be the game that we start next episode with. Next Friday, March 27th. We'll see you there. Thank you for being here, ladies and gentlemen. It was a blast here in this offseason. Oh, one last thing. Our unsigned players. How was their growth? Our unsigned players. Okay. We might have to sign these guys. Hordichuk could play in the AHL though, right? Hordichuk, we got to sign these guys. They're too good for the for this whatever junior leagues at this point. Detroit comes out tomorrow, and Emlin's at an 80. I mean, nope. I don't need to do it right now. We're starting next episode. But for those of you leaving your suggestions, Hordichuk and Emlin, are they getting signed? And if yes, where are they playing? Let's talk about that next episode as well. All right. So now things are really done. Much love, everybody. Thanks for being here. Leave that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell to be notified for all of our uploads and live streams coming your way. The Red Wings franchise mode, the 2032 postseason. Yes, that comes your way tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. So keep an eye out for that. We'll be live again on Monday or Tuesday. Keep an eye on the Discord server for the announcements and the schedule. And that'll do it. Good night, everybody. Have a great start to your weekend. Stay active, stay hydrated, and we'll talk soon. Good night.